Well, hey, everybody, and welcome to this midweek review with Mr. John. Hey, I'm curious, what kind of person are you? And let me explain. Well, this morning I got up to find out that it is cold outside, right? We have got a bunch of schools here in Kansas that have shut down, not because of snow, not because of other things. It is because it is so cold that it could be dangerous for you to go outside and stay out in this weather very long. So this morning, the weatherman is sitting there talking about how cold it is and just it's freezing outside, that you can't be outside for very long because if you're outside your extremities get so cold so fast that you can actually start to get frostbite very quickly. So my wife is like, you need to probably start your car up and make sure that when you go into work today that everything is going okay. So I said, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. So I knew I was going to go start my car early, but I was only going to be out for maybe 2 minutes, right? I'm a guy. Come on, it's not that cold, right? So my wife is telling me, no, you got to put on a jacket. But I go out just like I am, like you see me now. And I start the car and I sit there for a little bit and I let it go and I kind of rev it up and get the things going in the car. Get out of the car, and I'm running back inside. And I come into the door, and it's like, woo, it's cold out there, right? I am one of those guys. My wife was, she heard the news report, and she instantly believed what the guy was telling her on the news. Now, it wasn't a lack of belief. It was, for me, kind of maybe a lack of awareness. I don't know. But once I went outside and felt the cold and realizing that, oh, this is gnarly cold, and came running back in, I was a believer of what the newsman said. I had to be shown, right? And it reminds me of a great story of Jesus in the Bible when he is out looking for his disciples. He's in the town of Bethsaida, and he comes walking up to a guy that Jesus sees, and because Jesus knows us, he walks up and he goes up to this man named Philip. And Philip, he just walks up and simply says 2 words, follow me. And Philip, boom, he's like all in. He's like following Jesus. He sees something in Jesus and believes him that he's this savior, and he immediately follows. And not only does he follow, but Philip does something really cool that ministry leaders love, like me. He sits there and recommends a buddy. He recommends his friend Nathanael. Nathanael lives in Bethsaida too, and he lives off. And Philip is excited to have Jesus meet this friend. And when Philip runs and grabs Nathanael, he's like, hey, we found him. We have found the Savior. We have found the one that Moses is prophesied about, the one that the prophets talked about. This is the Savior. This is the son of Joseph. He comes from Nazarene. And it's wild that Nathanael isn't just all head over heels seeing Philip's excitement. His reaction is almost sarcastic. Nazareth? What good has ever come from Nazareth? So I don't know if it's reluctantly, but Nathanael goes with Philip. And Philip and Nathanael meet Jesus. Jesus is face to face with Nathanael. And he's like, dude, this is a righteous guy. This is a man without deceit, right? He doesn't lie. He's honest. He's a God-fearing man. And again, I think a little bit of sarcasm comes from Nathaniel. It is like, yeah, how do you know me, right? And Jesus puts the cold weather, the Arctic front, onto Nathaniel here. He's like, yeah, I saw you. I saw you underneath the fig tree before Philip even came and got you. And this was that show me moment for Nathaniel. Nathaniel realized that Jesus knew him. Jesus saw him. And guys, that's what I'm trying to stress. We are all wired different. There are so many people that when they're in class and the teacher goes over something, they immediately get it. And that is amazing. Same with teaching the Bible. They get it instantly. But there's guys like me. I'm a Nathaniel. I'm honestly a Nathaniel because I have to kind of go out into that cold without my coat and without my hat and gloves and get that blast of cold and feel that to realize, yeah, what he's saying was true. We have to be shown a little bit, right? And Nathaniel just had to get a nudge. He had to be shown that Jesus knew who he was to prove him because Jesus does something to Nathaniel that he doesn't do to, now we'll talk more about some guys that he got previous to this next week. But he tells those four guys and Philip to follow me, and they just go. They are the, oh, I get it right away guys. Nathaniel is the first one who kind of has a little bit of doubt, but he's also the one that Jesus makes a promise to. He says, listen, if you come with me, you will see the angels ascend and descend from the heavens, and you will see the glories of heaven for eternity. He makes a promise to Nathaniel. Guys, we have doubts in a lot of ways. Believe me, trust me, it's cold outside. But for you that don't kind of want to sit there and go, yeah, Pastor John is kind of fudging how cold it is, maybe you need to stick your head out of the door. That's all you have to do. It's that cold. The wind will just blast into your house and you, whoo, it's cold. So guys, there's nothing wrong with the people that get it right away, and there's nothing wrong with the people that need to be shown. What we need is to all come to know Jesus is who he says he is. And however you need to learn that, I say delve in. Stick your head out the window. Stick your head into the Bible and start reading. Trust me, if you read it and get to know it, and if you have questions, ask your pastor. Hey, message me down below. Hey, I will answer your questions. If I don't know an answer, I will find it for you. But guys, you need to know who Jesus is. It's that important. Because these guys end up following Jesus. And these guys, the disciples, are the ones who truly change the world after Jesus goes and ascends to heaven. Be a disciple. Change the world. Prayers or verses coming up next. I'm praying for you. I got that on my mind. I've been praying for you guys out there because of this cold. It is dangerously cold outside, so I've been praying. And I know all over the nation, this Arctic front is hitting a lot of places. Like up north of us, it is even colder. So guys, if you get the chance, take some time. Pray for everyone in this nation for safety to get us through this cold spell. Till next week, have a great one. Bye. I can do all this through him who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13.